We're back.
We're back. Sorry about that, guys. I just don't like the vertical video. I want the horizontal because we're going to keep this on our channel. So,
My hair is
whoa,
so
maybe that's what she was so grumpy about.
Did you guys hear that from over there? What was that big burp?
Look who it is.
Oh, wait. Excuse me, I've had the stomach flu or food poisoning, something, last night. So I look like a hot mess. Say hi. Look at these hiccups. Oh, look at the hiccups.
Oh, a little sweetie.
Yeah, she is sweet. She's got bright blue eyes. Hiccups.
Bright blue wandering eyes.
She's like, what are these? These are big hiccups.
Whoa.
Can you guys believe it's been a week? She's a week old today. At 7:20 tonight, or 7:15 tonight, she'll be a week old.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's so hard to believe. Hold it out further because I'm looking at you.
How's she sleeping, Danielle?
She
y'all
sleeps great. I have not had that same luxury because my body just makes a lot of milk. So I have to pump. Even if she's sleeping, I have to like pump in between feedings pretty much like every 2 hours. And so I have not been getting much sleep. And then last night, like I said, either the stomach flu or food poisoning or something, but I was running to the bathroom and throwing up all night long. It was awful. So sleep is not my strong suit right now, but she sleeps great. Yes, you do. She sleeps like 3 hours at a time.
She is so aware. She's so alert.
Well, she's like practically a toddler because I was pregnant for a year, so.
Yeah. April the giraffe ain't got nothing on this. Oh, you got my fingers.
You see? This is our YouTube family.
Yep. Which birth was the most painful?
Most painful? Elena's. Because I was scared out of my mind. This is the first one I went without medication, and I just was very fearful. This one was actually very painful, but it was longer. This is the longest labor, the longest pushing, the longest all of that, and she's the biggest baby. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually had like a weird water issue where they broke my water once, and then turns out they didn't break it, so they broke it again, and then she still wasn't moving down enough, so they made me get out of the tub, and then I was pushing on our bed, and a water bag broke again, which we have video from. We didn't put it in the video because it's very intense. It went everywhere.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was really crazy. So we might put that in slow motion and put it on Facebook because it is pretty epic.
It's total
we all laughed
viral
about
video
it
because it was stinking hilarious.
Well, we thought it was her head. They thought her head was coming. They saw her head, and so they're like, "There's her head," and then all of a sudden it was like burst, like water balloon popping explosion, and I was like, "What was that?" Because we already broke my water, and you just told me you could see her head. So what just exploded?
Yeah, did the baby
That's
just shoot out? That's what I thought it was at first.
It was crazy. So yeah, there was like weird. Her whole birth was weird. It was just weird. It was good, but it was just. I was at 10 centimeters and I didn't feel anything. I felt.
Yeah, it was pretty. The midwives you saw the video. They were like, could not believe it, and it was.
I pushed for an hour and still didn't really have any pain, and then. But that's because you were high up and surrounded. I call it now her force field. Her amniotic sac was like a force field, protecting her from coming out and protecting me from feeling the pain. It was very strong. Obviously, they had to break it twice, and then I had to push and break it again. So, you were in a force field.
We've already announced it. I see people saying her name on here. So we've already announced it on Instagram and Facebook, but we realized we never announced it on YouTube what her name was. So we thought we would go live right now just to clear things up. We wanted to do some cool little video, whatever, but it just didn't happen, guys.
It did not.
She's not feeling good. It's been crazy around here.
Oh, it literally has been one thing after the next with me, like I said, over the past week. So we just didn't get to it.
The force was with y'all. It sure was. So, do you want to do this?
Okay, so this... Come here.
We would like to introduce you to
Miss Everly Joy. And she's like, I still have the hiccups, Mom, and I'm mad.
Everly Joy Murray.
Everly Joy is her name. E-V-E... Hold on, I can't spell right now. E-V-E-R-L-Y J-O-Y. And she is a little fussy grump right now at this second.
She looks like Jesus. I could see that actually looking at her right now.
It's really funny because
she's like all of them.
Since she was
somehow.
born, I said she looks like all of our kids put together. Like,
yeah.
There's parts of her that look like all of them.
With all of their powers combined. That's all I got. You know, Captain Planet?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know Captain Planet?
I do
You don't know
know.
Captain Planet? Captain Planet? Yeah, she does have Tyler's eyes.
Yes. And Tyler's hair. Tyler's hair was it was a little shorter. Like, Tyler had a little less hair.
But Tyler has the thickest hair
And now she
out of
does.
all of our kids, and so she might have thick
But the
hair,
same,
too.
it's like a strawberry blonde color.
Captain Planet. That's what I'm talking about.
So she's got this like lighter reddish auburnish hair color and these bright blue eyes. They might change though. Obviously all our kids had blue eyes at first, but
Oh my goodness, the question has already begun. Do you think you'll have more?
I don't. That was a really hard labor. So, and pregnancy, like even towards the end of it, I feel like it's just hard. If we ever did, it would be a few years from now because I don't think I could do that again.
I don't know. I
now.
think I'm gonna go get the snip
Yeah.
done.
It's hard to ask me that question in this stage. This is my sweet spot, and this is where I'm like, I could do this 100 times. I love it so much. 3 to 5, not so much my sweet spot. That's a little more challenging for me because I'm like, I don't know how to get you to listen. How do I make you be a good person? That's hard for me. We're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you asked me later, like when she's 2, I'd probably say, no, we're done. If you asked me when I had just pushed her out, I'd probably say, heck no, never again. But this part where she's all sweet and snuggly, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. I can do it again. I need to watch just the raw video again
it was
because
a little bit more intense than what I think
it was long. It was emotional. It was very emotional. I cried during.
I have
She's-
not started calling her Jims yet, and I almost forgot about that. I'm glad you guys reminded me because I totally need to do that.
She's sleeping.
Oh yeah, she's sleeping.
She just fell asleep like this. Is that sweet? Are you gonna smile?
That looks like Adeline a little bit right
Are
there.
you gonna smile in your sleep? Are you gonna poop?
Oh, there the eyes.
She's
that-
really sweet.
I feel like someone's watching me right now. Hi. I think I haven't started calling her Jims yet because I haven't really
Because it's
gotten
a
a
terrible
whole
name
lot of
and she's too
time with her.
beautiful.
I'm taking care of the other kids right now, so I see her and I hold her occasionally and change her and do things like that, but not very often because I'm always dealing with the other kids right now.
I'm
so
quarantined in our room and John's downstairs.
look at that sweet. Look at this sweet little picture right here.
He's sweet. John has been super dad, like super dad, because
Oh, stop it!
it's true.
Stop it!
It's mostly because he doesn't want to do his actual work, so he doesn't mind. That's
It
what
is
we
true.
found out today.
That is true. I said, "Do you want to go back to work and I'll stay home with the kids?"
And I said no, because I know that the house will turn into a horrible disaster zone. That's one area that you just don't got it. He's done a good job of keeping it from getting disgusting. It's just toys and stuff.
It's
you don't mind.
cluttery at times, but it's not like such a mess that you can't take care of it within 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, it's pretty... I keep it... Whatever. I keep it in the state of like, okay, I'm not going to keep this place, spotless all day long, but I'm not going to let it go to,
Disgusting.
crap either, so...
It's not disgusting, but it's pretty messy.
Somebody just asked a question. I was going to answer it, but I don't know what it is. Her name is Everly Joy.
Everly Joy. And she's our joy. Oh, so that was the other thing. I was going to film a sit-down video to reveal her name and the meaning behind it. And that didn't happen. Ooh. Oh.
She's so cute. Look how sweet this
Are
is.
you dreaming?
Were you gonna tell him now, or you
Yeah,
just?
sorry,
Okay.
that
No, it's
was
okay. I
a
just was
little
wondering. You
funny.
just kind of stubbed him.
So at our church, I was like, what are you pointing that at my arm?
No, baby.
At our church on New Year's this year, New Year's Day, the service, we all got a little like box and a card, and we were supposed to pick a word for our life for the year. And I don't even know how it came to me, because I wasn't thinking, like, at first John and I picked one together, and it was like priorities, you know. I was thinking finances and putting family first and all this stuff, and then out of nowhere I just had this like, this is my word for me. And smiling.
She was smiling.
And my word was joy. And it was just a matter of needing to have joy in my life, needing to focus on that, be joyful, be thankful, be positive. And so that's just been something that's been like kind of this powerful thing for me. And so that is where I came, and it wasn't even right away, because I don't know that I ever like I never would have thought of that name. I mean, I know people with that name, but it wasn't like a name I loved as a name. But then it just came across when we were talking about a few different names, and I was like, her middle name has to be Joy. I just felt like it has to be Joy. And so, yeah, it was. And it's pretty wild, because all through labor, my playlist has several songs that have lyrics in them that right when I was in like a very vulnerable place and crying, there's one song in particular, and it was all praise and worship music, but it says, "Oh joy that seeks me through the pain, I cannot close my heart to thee." And so it just, you know, in that moment where I'm like emotional and just wanting to give up, and then hearing those words and knowing that was her name, it was just really, really sweet and like affirmation. So her name, at least Joy, has a very special meaning for us. Yeah. And you're happy. She came out, she cried one time, and then she was like, here I am.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
I like this. Yes.
Oh, were you happy with your home birth experience?
Yeah. It was not quite what I expected, because my labor was weird. I mean, it was weird. The only way to describe it is weird.
Oh, no,
You're not even there. You don't even know where you're pointing.
I was
that
kind
thing.
of having it.
Hold on.
I guess I could flip the camera around. She ain't smiling now.
Well, now she's not smiling. She was
Probably will in
smiling.
a second here.
Anyway, I was talking about the home birth.
Oh, what is that? A filter? Oh, where did that come over? Oh, wait. Put that away. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Normal.
Oh, I put a filter on. Normal.
What are you doing?
And then, oh, there we go.
Well,
Okay,
guys,
sorry about
amateur
that.
hour.
I knew what I was doing.
It was just a weird labor. Like I said, we filmed the day I was in labor. Like the first day I was in labor, we filmed the rest of that video, like the trampoline stuff. I was 6 centimeters and having contractions. And then I edited the video the second day while I was in labor. It's just weird to be at 10 centimeters and be like, they still feel like they did when I was at 6 or 4 or whatever. For the past 2 months, my contractions have felt the same. So it was weird. It wasn't, there was no way to know. So the midwife stayed overnight, and I kind of felt bad, like, and then at a certain point where they're like, okay, you're 10 centimeters, like, if you start pushing, I guess they're on a time constraint, like 3 hours is about the max that they want to let you push before you have to be transferred to the hospital. So that was like this weird pressure that was there that I wasn't expecting, because I've never pushed for more than 5 minutes. So it was just really different. But overall, it was good.
How did you know to call the midwives to come? How did you know?
I think I just knew that it was like, I mean, she did the sweep at our appointment. She did a membrane sweep, and then I was having stronger contractions. So I just felt like that, being 6 centimeters and 41 weeks and then having more consistent contractions, I was like, oh, this is it. So that's why I called.
So was Everly just a name we liked, or is there a meaning behind it?
No, the meaning of the name Everly is like weird. It's like from the Boar Meadow or something. It's not a fantastic name meaning.
Oh yeah, that's. The
If you
name
dig
we
really deep, you can find like what was the other?
From the Boar Meadow.
Yes, if you dig deep, there was
It
like another
means-
sweet meaning.
I was raised in a boar meadow, so when we heard that name, we knew it was the right name.
I just like the name.
Everly, raised by boars. Did you use any other Young Living oils other than jasmine?
Yes, I used. What did I use? I was diffusing several things. Frankincense was one of them, and goodness, there's an oil blend called Sacred Mountain that I diffused. There's one called Sarah, Sara, that I diffused, and those were like emotionally grounding oils, things to help with emotions and just spiritual, like, I don't know, oils are hard to explain, but they work in like frequencies and they work with your body, and yeah, some of them, the scents that go through your brain, the way it's processed, can like heighten different senses, like spiritual awareness and things like that. So I diffuse a lot of those kinds of oils, and then we used clary sage and clariderm spray, and I used frankincense on her umbilical cord, and a little bit on her head when she was born. Yay! Right?
Well, guys, we're gonna go. There's been a lot of questions coming up, and I'm seeing them. And I want to answer them all, but we just don't have time right now to do that.
John has to go to
I
work.
have to go do some work.
And I have to feed
But
this baby.
yes, and she has to feed the baby. But what we'll do is this: keep asking questions, comment below some questions, and we'll compile all these questions, and we'll maybe make a little Q&A, birth Q&A video. So
Well, I plan to do a sit down, and if you guys are still interested, and I don't have to, we could do it Q&A style, or I could do like a sit down birth story and like go over from start to finish, like, you know, the sit down and just tell. We'll call it a tell all, like The Bachelor.
yeah, the tell-all.
The tell all.
Well, go ahead and ask the questions, and then even if we do it that way, we can still incorporate that into the video, so you have your questions answered. So, we love you guys. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for all your prayers and just for your support during this time. We are, yes, your well wishes. We're excited to have Everly here with us finally, and we can't wait to just we can't wait to just continue being her parents. So, we love you guys. We'll see you later. Good night.
Good night. Say bye. Say feed me, mommy.